Hey guys, today's topic is sphere calls. And if you're new to the industry or newer, I'm sure the first thing that comes to mind is, oh, I'm nervous. Oh, I don't want to sound stupid in front of the people that know me. So I'm excited to share some things that's going to help you get past that and move forward. So first of all, number one, your sphere is expecting you to call. Yes, they are. They know you're in sales. They know you're in real estate. They know you're going to call. So it's no big deal when you call them and say, hey, it's Phil. I'm a real estate specialist with BP Realty. They're going to go, yeah, kind of figured you'd be calling me. Okay. So understand they're expecting you to call. They actually kind of want you to call. They want to know what's going on and make that connection. Okay. Number two, this is huge, you guys. They are not expecting you to know everything. They know you're new. You don't have to have everything mastered. You don't have to understand everything. You don't have to have everything memorized and perfect. They're not expecting that. And it's okay. You know what? It's okay. It's okay that as you are sharing your information and talking with them, they go, well, how does that work? It's okay for you to go, I'm not really sure, but you know what? Let's connect over coffee. I'll grab a mentor or I'll do some research and get the information and then share it with you, whatever. But let's connect, right? Whenever there's questions, that's an opportunity to connect. Okay. So number two, they're not expecting you to know everything. Number three, this is huge. Okay. You are at BP Realty. BP Realty is the only brokerage in all of the state of Michigan that is a specialist brokerage. Because we're a specialist brokerage, okay, we offer more strategies. We offer a higher standard. We offer accountability to our agents. We offer training and mentorship. Like our agents are the best of the best. They have more strategies. They have more ways to help their buyers and sellers win than any other company. And you have to believe that, okay? So that's huge. As you're reaching out to your sphere, know you're reaching out with something of value for them that they're not going to get anywhere else, guys. No one else is going to offer them what you can offer them. Now, you may not have it all together yet. That's okay. I'm 30 years in the business. I don't have it all together yet. I still make mistakes. I still forget things. I still don't know what I don't know. That's why I have a coach. I'm constantly being mentored, okay? So that's okay. The point is, collectively as a group, you bring more to that sphere in value of knowledge, strategies, expertise in real estate than any other realtor can offer them. Now, that's important because if you care about your sphere and you want them to have the best and you want them to get the right home and get the best price and sell their home for the highest price, like if you care about them, doggone, give them a call and talk to them about what we're offering. Okay. Remember to go over the who is the sphere list because there's a lot of confusion, but your sphere is huge. Okay. So go over the sheet that talks about who is your sphere because your sphere is huge, and be real. Guys, if you're making a phone call, like for me, I actually just talked to somebody from high school. But if you're making a phone call to somebody from high school and you've been out of high school for 87, 97, 2000, yeah, like I'm not going to talk about 35 years, it's kind of awkward. If you haven't talked to them in 35 years, it's kind of awkward, right? Like, what do I say? Hey, how's the last 3.5 decades been, right? But be real. Hey, Tice, dude, do you remember me from high school? We graduated from high school. You played in sports. You did that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Holy cow. Why are you calling me? Right? Well, I'm calling you because I am a real estate specialist with BP Realty. Yes, I'm in sales, but more importantly, I'm with the only specialist company in Michigan. What that means to you and people that you know and care about is that we offer strategies, expertise, knowledge, help in real estate that no other real estate company offers. That is making a difference in people's lives. That's making an impact in people's lives. That's putting thousands of dollars more in their pocket when they sell their home. That's saving thousands of dollars off from appraised value on houses they're buying, that are negotiating lower rates and like all kinds of things. And I'm super excited to connect with anybody and everybody I can talk to that may remember me from high school 35 years ago, to go, dudes, this is important stuff. And it's very exciting. So just, hey, want to catch up, right? So there's your conversation. There's your conversation. You're just being real and you're telling them why you're calling and why it's important. Okay. Remember, everybody in the world, you included, right, are listening to the radio station. What's in it for me? WIFM. Like, what's the value? Why are you calling me? And how is that of value to me? Okay. Now, realize to do this, you guys, because you're learning something new. Okay. You're going to have to get uncomfortable. Okay. So we all like our comfort zone, but to do this, you're going to have to go from the comfort zone through the scary zone, through the fear zone, through the awkward zone. You're going to have to go from comfort zone through all of that fun to get to what? The growth fun, the growth zone, the growth of your confidence, the growth of your experience, the growth of your knowledge, right? And a lot of that, most of that, quite honestly, the awkwardness can be done before you talk to your people. The awkwardness can be removed by practicing with your fellow teammates, by practicing with your mentors, by practicing with your coaches, by practicing with your spouse or your significant other. Guys, my first 5 years, you ask my wife and she will tell you, I came home, would have dinner with the family, and then I would go back out after dinner on 1 or 2 appointments, a couple, 3 times a week, plus weekends. Surprised my wife stuck with me. But anyway, she heard me. I would role play my scripts at the dinner table with her. The listing presentation, the buyer presentation, the sphere calls, whatever I got to talk about, I'm practicing it with her. And she's critiquing me. She's like, well, that sucked. Why did you say that? You should do this. And then I began recording myself while I was doing it so I could listen to myself. And I go, yeah, I suck. I wouldn't buy a house from me. What, right? So you should not have any awkwardness when you talk to the clients, or at least very little awkwardness when you talk to the clients, because you've worked through that already. You've mastered your skill. You've practiced it to the point of where you're like, I got this. This is easy. I know what to say. Okay. So practice. Comfort zone to the growth zone. The growth zone is where you're going to motivate your people. The growth zone is where you're going to get them excited to talk to you. They're going to feel your passion, right? If you guys listen to that part again where I talked about why I'm calling the guy from 35 years ago and why I'm calling, right? I did it with passion. I did it with conviction. I believe in what we're offering to the consumer. I have success story after success story after success story of proof that what we're doing is making a difference. Okay. So I'm passionate. Share your passion. Get excited. Be positive. Okay. As you work past the first initial, hey, I'm calling, obviously, to check in. It's been a while. How's life, family, right? How'd you guys do through COVID? Did you get laid off from work? Did anybody in your family get it? You're being respectful on the personal level. And after you've talked through the first introduction of what you're doing, I'm a specialist, right? Who do you know, right? Like, as you're talking through the specialist difference and the difference you're making, you're sharing some of these success stories, right? Like a mortgage program that discounts the interest rates 2% below the going rate. Do you or anyone you have heard of, could you use knowledge about that? Would that be helpful to them, right? Do you or anyone you know? Or a buyer strategy where we competed against 9 offers, okay? When the seller accepted our offer, but we paid 23 grand less than appraised value. There's a strategy to help you do that. Would you or anybody you know find that helpful, that I should be sharing that with, like to make that difference, make that impact, right? or a seller that had their home for sale with another realtor for 150 days, didn't sell it. We listed it at BP for $50,000 more than what it was for sale for, and we sold it in 6 days for full asking price. Would you or anyone you know, could you use an extra $50,000 in the sale of your home? Yeah. Okay. So after you're doing that initial consultation, you're following up with, hey, I want to get you plugged in. You're going to be getting an email once a month from me. It's through Home IQ. It's a home value report. It's interactive. It's a once a month report. You're going to love it. It keeps you up to date on the internet value, at least the internet value of what your home's worth. You're also going to get updates from me once a month on the holidays. And you're also going to get once a month updates from me on information about the market, what's happening and how to succeed and that type of thing. Let them know they're going to be hearing from you. Okay. After you get all the information plugged in, great. The next time you're going to call them, okay, is twofold. Number one is everybody is on an annual review with you. Okay. So they've all bought in a home if they live in a home, but they've all bought in a home, and it's your job to find out when they bought their home and how much money they bought their home for. And that's all public record, or you can just ask them and then plug that into Sync. And then on that date, okay, they're going to get the monthly home value reports. But on that date, once a year, that gives you a reason to do an annual portfolio review. Their home is part of their financial portfolio, okay? And so you're going to help them with an annual portfolio review. Hey, I know you've been getting these monthly reports. They're internet based. Once a year, just want to check in. Here's an internet based report through RPR. That's another system we use. Or I can sit down with you and kind of go through that. What that looks like. Looks like you got about $200,000 of equity. Have you thought about maybe buying an investment property, a second home, a cottage, or that type of thing, or upgrading or whatever? Using that equity to your advantage to move forward. So once a year, you're going to connect. So you're going to put an annual review once a year. I'm connecting with them to do that. The other reminder you're putting on that is the 4 client events. And you don't even need a reminder because we'll remind you. Currently, we have our succulent bar client event. This is an amazing opportunity to reach back out. Hey, it's been, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. Just thought I'd check in, let you know we are doing a succulent bar. And here's what it's about. Here's where it's at. It's free to you. It's cool. It's fun. We'd love to have you come out. Hope you can make it. Boom. Okay. 4 more touches. Okay. And connect with those on the client events. So, that's about all I got. 13 minutes in. Okay. You guys are in sales. You guys are here to make a difference in people's lives. You're here to make an impact that, guys, no one else is doing. Okay. No one else is doing what we're doing in real estate. So believe that, make that part of your passion, and go after it. All right. Thanks, guys.